Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. It is your boy Awesome Frank 13 back with another video. Of course, today we're going to be talking about Citadel Day More, and the question we're going to be answering today is how does this map stand up on its own? And did it live up to the hype? Let's get into it. On launch, it was hype. We got a brand new map practically fucking a second after launch of the base game, and everyone was excited. We got 4 new swords as wonder weapons, and it was really a callback to the OG days, giving us a real nostalgic trip back to Origins and to Drac. Crazy to think that Black Ops 3 is 10 years old now, or gonna be sometime later this year. And but the problem with this map was that the swords were dog shit on launch. We will be getting into that later, into more detail. But post launch, everything got better. Bugs were fixed. The swords were buffed. Anyways, on launch, everyone was searching for the Easter egg as always, and the hunt actually lasted a little longer than usual due to a really stupid step. That's okay. I guess it's not too stupid since it kind of tells you what to do through audio, of course. Um, let's go into the pros and cons and get into more detail there. So the pros, this map has a really good Easter egg. Um, I think most of the steps are really good. Of course, the one that everyone was stuck on wasn't so good, but then again, like I said earlier, the audio log or the dialogue tells you what to do. Um, the story was fantastic. No spoilers, but the ending was quite surprising and has a really good lead to the next map coming out in 2 days as I'm recording this, and hopefully the video comes up or goes up. Sorry. Um, Now for the spoilers. If you would like to skip ahead, I'll have the timestamp on screen. It turns out that the old guy, I forgot his name, Graft maybe? I'm not too sure. I'll have it on screen again. Turns out his son, quote unquote, is Richtofen. Now, the reason I say quote unquote is because I think he adopted Richtofen because of Black Ops 4, blah, 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 blah. He didn't give birth to Richtofen, or he was not biologically Richtofen's father. That is a very interesting plot point. That kind of follows up with Terminus's crazy big surprise with the whole Sentinel artifact, Really cool stuff going on. But yeah, he tells us about the dig site, which we were all speculating to be Origins, because he quite literally says the excavation site. So we all thought Origins. And turns out there is going to be the ice staff coming back. So that's pretty cool. Um, Anyways, now that we're done with spoilers, um, this map is kind of hard for newer players. And I think that's a good thing because this map wasn't supposed to be another Liberty Falls. This was supposed to be another Terminus, which I think succeeded in the terms of difficulty. The tight corridors, of course, is a big lead to that. There's a lot of open areas, don't get me wrong, uh, pretty much on the outside of the castle. But once you get inside and you have to do some things inside, um, it does get difficult, which I think is a good thing. Um, this, of course, can be a con as well, due to the fact, well, of course, newer players can't really get engaged um, with the map as much as they would like to. I think this is where directed mode comes in as a mode in general, and it can guide newer players through the main quest, which is a good thing. Maybe they can graduate to, standard mode. Another pro is The layout. Of course, I just said that the castle has very tight corridors, but nonetheless, the layout of this map, the flow of the map is really, really well. The fast travels are located in great places, they end in good places, and overall, the map kind of interweaves with itself. With each door you buy, you kind of eventually make a big circle, which I think is a good thing. And there's ways to cut through each parts of the map. So that's just fantastic overall. Um, Good job on the developers for, making a good map. Another pro is the return of 4 wonder weapons. Of course, elemental, as we've seen in previous maps. Um, First, I think, was Origins. And then we got Horizon Track. And then we got Ancient Evil. Oh, wait, completely forgot about Voyage. So Voyage, Ancient Evil, Alpha Omega. I think that's it up until now. I'm not sure. I didn't really play Cold War that much. But I don't think there was 4 elemental weapons. Anyways, I think that this adds different gameplay loops and elements to, of course, the gameplay. It makes every experience that you have a little different, of course, upon oneself's decision. So one game you could say, "Hey, I want the fire sword." Next game you could say you want the electric. The other raven, the other stag, or sorry, stag is electric. The other lion, which is light, aka the healing sword. Anyways, this does change up the gameplay loop due to the fact that, of course, you can change what you want to do every game, and it kind of breaks us free from the one wonder weapon for 4 people, you know? Because with these past maps, you've just been able to, you can build the jet gun, then everyone else can pull the jet gun, or everyone else can just pull it in the first place. Um, Same thing with Terminus. Get beamer, the beam smasher. I think that's what it's called. And you can just get it from the box. Everyone can. I think it was a little boring, but of course, it's how each map is made. You gotta respect it. Jet gun was great. Beam smasher, could use a buff. Anyways, of course, now that each player has their own sword, it's a lot different. Playing 4 player, it could be fun. And I also think that it's great that you get to build these weapons so that everyone can just hop in, get a wonder weapon, have their 2 guns because the wonder weapon is in your melee slot, and just enjoy a good time on Citadelle. Now some basic pros. The new enemy, the Doppelgas special zombie, is a interesting, fast, odd playing AI enemy that it was introduced in this map for the first time. It's nice having a fresh zombie for once, since practically Cold War, and he plays well. I believe that his little slow mechanic is good, has you really pay attention to him, and I think that's a great thing. Because the Mangler, it's like, whatever. I could dodge his cannons and take care of the zombies, then melee that guy at the end. This guy, he's just, he makes himself known. He gets to you fast. You get to see him faster. He can make you slow. He can take advantage of that. Or you can just pay attention to him from the start, get him killed, then you can focus on the rest. I think this is pretty challenging for the player, but in the best way possible. Last pro that I really have on my list is a good boss fight for the Easter egg. Um, it's a big rock golem in this lava area, and I think it's fantastic due to the difficulty. I actually did not complete this Easter egg on my first time due to this boss because I was too dog shit. Just kidding. I'm the best to ever play this game. Anyways, I did die though my first time, and the second time though I got him. Either way, it's a great boss fight. It has you really moving, which is great. It has you going. It gets you. It gets the blood pumping. Is what I'm trying to say. Because he is a very big threat. No matter your armor, no matter your perks, He's a serious threat. If you don't know the serious strat, then you're kind of cooked. Nonetheless, you can get him killed. Anyone can. This game isn't seriously hard, but it is hard enough. Either way, let's get down to the cons. First one, the amalgams. They're still strong, and they're still fucking annoying. Why the fuck are they still in this goddamn game? At least on this map. They do not fit on this map. I don't think the dogs would either. The abominations. They should have came up with something new. Or something. Either way, they're still in this map, so they're there. I think it's a con, though. With the electric sword having a buff, though, it does make this easier. Dealing with amalgams, that is. Um, I'm going to show a clip in the gameplay right now where I absolutely fuck an amalgam with the sword. And I'm not sure how this holds in high rounds because I haven't really gone for high rounds on this game. But nonetheless, I still think that amalgams are dog shit. It really is just a reskin mimic, which is coming back in the next map. Fucking mimics. But with electricity. Fucking mimics. With electricity, though. So they're original. Fuck you, Treyarch. Cons? Of course, this isn't really a con anymore, but I will include it because it was in the history of the game that we all had to live through for a little bit. Actually, for a long time. This buff didn't happen really till recent. That buff being that the swords were dog ass, besides the fire and the lion sword. That's it. You know, the Raven was all right, but it was nowhere near as good as those two. And that is a problem. If you're playing with 4 players, you gotta have 2 people with good swords or you gotta have 2 people like your best players with the worst swords, so that they could, you know, so the worst people could probably survive. Anyways, another con that we had to deal with for a long time, due to the swords being so dog shit, was that they weren't used in the boss until the buff. Why? This whole map is based off these 4 swords. There's a story behind it and everything with, the owl and his B-word sons. Can't really say that because YouTube is like, that's not a good word. That is not a good word that you can say. It has a actual definition in the dictionary, YouTube. Get fucked. Anyways, it is a huge part of the whole map's narrative. And I think it was so dogshit that we didn't even, we couldn't use them in the fucking game, you know? At least in the boss. Because they were just such a terrible option. Even now, like, I wouldn't say that they're a great one. It's just, like, you have to be good to use the swords in the boss. Or else you are chopped. You're straight chuzzing. You're straight chuzzing out. That means chopped us. Anyways, yeah, that is fucking dog shit. Anyways, um, another con I have, which is still not patched to this day, being January 26th as of me recording. Why the fuck aren't the pixels load? I'm gonna put up a goddamn picture right now, or a clip of me doing the Raven step. Those textures are not loading at all, at all. So, and it's on PC. Maybe it's because I play on Steam, but I hear on console it's fine. It's fine. Like they look great, but they aren't loading on PC. I've put on max settings for a second, or like for a bit to see if they would load in. Nothing, nothing. Um, so that's fucking weird. Another con I have is I'm gonna put a picture up on screen here. They advertised in the season 1 reloaded, roadmap thing that there would be 9 new augments. Of course, this was also announced when they were 3 new things coming to zombies. You had Vulture's Aid, you had the Lightman ammo mod, and you had Tesla Storm. Sorry if that sounded a little different, but I completely forgot about that fucking, item. No one is gonna use it. Bring back Ring of Fire, not Tesla Storm. Anyways, let's go back. So, they advertised 3 or 9 new augments. Okay. These just come with the fucking perks or the new items. They're not new augments to be advertised because realistically, these items should just already come with augments. So what the fuck? You know? Or sorry, it's like 6 times 3 is what, 18? 18 new augments? Dude, it should just come with the fucking augments. Or the augments should just come with the items. Why are you advertising it like if, it's new augments for the existing items, like Jug and stuff. Either way, I thought that was stupid. Let's get back. My last con I have is that there's not many side Easter eggs. There's like some bullshit with the wishing well that nobody does. There is the Rat King thing where you collect 10 rats and you get a crown, get some cool rewards. That's pretty useful. But the most useful one, I think. Oh, sorry, there's one more that I'm going to name before the most useful one. You get a free perk by shooting some dumb fucking bunny rabbit teddy bears. Um, yeah, around the map in Windows or some shit. Anyways, the last one, the most important side Easter egg, I think, is definitely the PhD. Free PhD since it is not purchasable on this map. And the fire sword is kind of like, yo, we need PhD, you know? Not many side Easter eggs there. I guess with all this known, though, since I don't really have much more on my list, actually, I don't have anything else on my list. Checking on it. Of course, the last question is, as we stated in the beginning, how is this map? How does it stand? And of course, did it live up to the hype? Let's answer the how does it stand on its own as a map? I think it's a phenomenal map. I think it's a replayable, fun experience that you can enjoy for a while. And I think it's a A-tier map. Truly. I think I would put this with some of the greats. But I mean, the last thing, of course, is did it live up to the hype? Yes. I truly think so. I think launch, even though the swords were dog shit and everyone complained about that, I think everyone had a fun time with the map. I truly do. And I think right now, even with the sword buffs, I think it really solidifies the fact that everyone liked it and everyone was excited for it. And it deserves it. The devs did a good job on this map. Same way they did with Terminus, and the same way that they surprised us with Liberty Falls. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, it's been a good one. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay awesome. Stay Frank. Awesome Frank signing out. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment on what I should do, really, for videos, because I have no clue. This is just something that I thought maybe I have a say in, because I'm a really big fan of this map and this franchise as a whole. Please share to your uncles, your grandmothers, your tias, your aunts, your great